Go where you want. Go, go, go. Go where you need. Go, go, go. Go where you want. Go, go, go.
Hello, builders and hoarders, and welcome to Gottmix Gaming. Emp1Way here with you today for an update video of 7 Days to Die. I know, how does this video start? Iron Galaxy, Unity showing up on the screen, right? Why is that there? Well, it's there for a reason, and it's part of what we're going to talk about here as we discuss updates. The team has been vocal lately about updates, giving us little snippets here and there, not a lot of information, but just enough to whet our appetite and keep us interested, and that's why I've kind of held off. It's little tidbits here and there. You can find the stuff in the forum. It kind of explains everything. But I wanted to give you guys some of my thoughts here. It's been a while since I've posted any videos. I've been kind of taking a little bit of a break. I live stream once in a while, but nothing too crazy. But let's jump into the first post that we get from the team, and it's from Claire. Hi all, below is a message from the console team on the update they are currently working on. Hi everyone, thank you for your patience as we continue to work on the next update for 7 Days to Die on console. While the release is still scheduled for later this year, we wanted to give you an update on what's to come. As many of you have already guessed, we are currently in the process of upgrading the in-game engine to Unity 2017. There is something we've been working towards for quite a while, and we're thrilled to finally be able to share the news with you. But what does this mean for the game and for you, the players? Upgrading to Unity 2017 means we fix some of the more persistent bugs in the game, as well as add features from Alpha 15 and Alpha 16 on PC. Thank you again for your continuing patience and support. We'll be in touch soon with more information about which features and improvements you can look forward to in patch 14, which will launch alongside the engine upgrade. 7 Days to Die team. So yeah, there's some information there. Not a lot of stuff, but just enough to kind of whet your appetite and keep you interested. I wanted to read this kind of little addendum to the post that was posted there as well, and it's kind of important information for everybody that's out there, and one of my little pet peeves. So the Fun Pimps are the creators of the game. They work on the PC version of the game and pass items for porting to the console team when they are deemed finished or ready. On occasion, they help to collaborate on a bug fix or something that may exist on PC also. This also works in reverse, as console has helped PC in the past. Iron Galaxy are porting the game to console. Telltale Publishing, Telltale Games, are the publishers of the game. Any new information passed from me to TT is posted in the news and announcement section of the forum. I understand that some players can get frustrated that PC receives more regular information, and it can look like console is abandoned. This is not the case. Console is not abandoned. When there is more information to share, I will share it immediately. Also, support for the console is being run from the console bug report section. As a reminder, here is the description of my role. So this is Claire kind of talking about some things here. And this is why I showed Iron Galaxy in the beginning and the Unity thing, because they are trying to do an update to Unity 17. That is a big jump from where they are. I believe they were on 2015. Don't quote me on that. But it's something I've kind of read along the way. I've asked questions and they've kind of answered half-heartedly, let's say. You know, mostly cryptic. But here is the next post. This one is more recent, as of July 11th. And Claire, again, lets us know, please see below the latest message from the team regarding patch 14 and the Unity 17 upgrade. Hi everyone, we wanted to give you an update on how things are progressing with the upgrade to Unity 2017. We are still on track and currently working on ensuring the menus are behaving as they should with the new upgrade. After that, we'll be moving on to getting the core single-player game working on the new engine, having already gotten to a first bootable build with functional front-end UI. We're eager to tackle the more persistent bugs in the game once the upgrade is complete, and excited to start to add some of the new features from Alpha 15 and Alpha 16, including new map locations for you to explore. Thank you all once again for your continued patience and support. We'll be in touch again soon with more details on the progress of the upgrade and patch 14. Until then, happy surviving, the 7 Days to Die console team. So there you have it. With pretty much within a month of each other, they've kind of given us another update, a progress report of what they're doing and what's being worked on. Now, I cannot begin to tell you the monumental undertaking that has to happen for something as colossal as moving an entire game engine and updating a game engine. It's completely like out of the realm of anything that most of us can understand unless you actually code for a living or work with code in any way. I mean, the millions of lines of code that they have to kind of rewrite in doing that is absolutely insane. You will get yourself a headache if you try looking at it and understanding it. These guys are working very hard to do this. So they're going to give us Alpha 15 and Alpha 16 stuff, which is super exciting. There's a lot of features in PC that I like, that I want to see come over. They're going to be working on, it's going to work on some of the graphics aspects of it as well. The textures will look a little bit different, a little crisper, a little better. So that's huge for us as well, and it's something very important. So, you know, a lot of people want to complain about how long it takes them to do this stuff and things like that. And that's why I say you got to be patient with it, and you got to understand. Fun Pimps makes the game. They design the game, and they work on it solely for PC, and it's a early access alpha game. It's not even in beta yet. They're talking about moving it to beta and things like that, and making it a beta, but it's not yet beta. It's still an alpha game. Now, what does that mean for consoles? Well, here's the thing. The PS4, Sony, they do not believe or have or anything to do with like an early access type of thing, right? It's not like Microsoft Xbox where they have early access stuff. Sony pretty much wants a finished product. So they have to work extremely hard on this game in order to get that to work properly for you, so they can package it as a complete product to put out to you guys. So that's why it takes so long. That's why we don't get to see the Alpha 17 stuff, because when Alpha 17 hits, it's going to be experimental, and again, not a finished product. Not something they can pass along to the console team in order for them to work out the bugs, write it for console, and then release it to us to play the game. So they're doing everything they can, you know. It's one of those things, like I said, it's a big pet peeve of mine where people kind of complain about how long it takes, and now we don't have these features and those features. You know, blame Sony, blame PlayStation. They're the ones that want to see a completed product. They don't believe in the whole early access or anything like that. Yeah, we do see betas from time to time, but again, this game is not a beta game, and it's being packaged as a complete product for a reason, so that Sony will accept it. Now, for the $20 that I paid for the game, I think I got it on sale at some point. And the constant updates that they do, I mean, not constant, but the updates that they do to the game to keep it rolling and adding new content for free, I think is absolutely phenomenal. And I think that that's the way it should be. You make a game, you sell it for a price, and then you update the game as you go along, and you don't add DLCs and downloadable content and all these new features and things like that, or a new package for it and everything else. I mean, or it's just ridiculous, you know. Now they do this stuff and they create these games, and it's like a half a game. You pay $60 for it, and you don't even get what you're paying for, and then you gotta wait, and then you gotta pay for a DLC on top of it. There's always a day one patch for every game that gets released, so it's one of those things, right? I love this game. It's a great survival game, building game, everything else, and they just keep adding to it and making it better and better. Now, you're never gonna get a completed product until they say the product is complete or the game is done. And I kind of honestly believe that the way Joel does things, if you know who that is, Joel is like the main developer for 7 Days to Die on PC. He is Fun Pimps, basically. His ambition is to continuously add content to the game and to make the game better. I don't think he has an end vision, really. To be honest, it's just kind of the perception that I get from him is that he's always looking for ways to make it better, make it more interesting, make it more engaging, make it more entertaining, and stuff like that. So all of that being said, you guys, you let me know down below. You know, leave a comment and let me know what your thoughts are. What are you thinking as far as this update goes? Now, let's talk about release date. They said, you know, later this year. A lot of people want to sit there and speculate about what that means. Fun Pimps recently put out a communication about Alpha 17 on PC and how it may hit somewhere in July, but they said that was extremely optimistic. So we're probably not going to see it till the end of July, if not like August maybe, right? But what does that mean? Again, that content has nothing to do with what Iron Galaxy is trying to do for the console at this point. They're updating the engine, they are trying to move features over, and like they said, they didn't even really, they just kind of, you know, tested a bootable build for single players. They have a lot more to write as far as that stuff goes, on top of fixing the bugs, adding the Alpha 15 and 16 content, and then packaging it up and sending it to us after all the testing that they do. And they got to send it to Sony and Microsoft too for approval before it gets released as well. They'll tell us that they send it to Sony and Microsoft. They let us know at least that much of it, and usually takes like 2 weeks for those teams to kind of go brush through it and comb through it and see what they can find. But my optimistic expectation of the game, of the patch 14 release, would probably be somewhere around November, I would say. Maybe mid to late November. And I think that is ambitious. Not that they can't do it, but I think that's extremely ambitious. I think it's going to kind of be like a holiday type of thing where they release it just before the holidays and make it so that it's going to be a game that people are going to want to buy again on the console. And there's probably, like, you know, a double reason behind that, right? So there's new people who will want to buy the game after they see and hear about the updates and stuff like that to the console side of it. So anyway, that's my thoughts on patch 14. You guys let me know down below what you're thinking, what you'd like to see, what excites you the most, and how do you feel about how they're communicating with us, the community of 7 Days to Die. I love this game. I know if you're watching this, you love this game. Let me know, hit me up, and we can chat further about this. Until then, I'll see you around the channel, and bye-bye now.